The vast expanse of the galaxy was no stranger to scavengers, a species of ruthless alien scrappers who roamed the void, collecting the wreckage of civilizations long lost or destroyed. Their ships, built from the remains of countless planets, were as much a part of them as their own limbs. They knew the universe in a way that few could, its fragility, its cycles of rise and fall. Nothing surprised them until they stumbled upon the ruins of a fleet long thought to be a myth. Aboard their largest ship, the Vorak, Captain Julak of the Scrappers led his crew as they scanned the empty system. Their sensors pinged with unusual readings. The star was a cold, dying ember in the far reaches of the galaxy, and the debris around it was like nothing they had encountered. The remnants of dozens of massive warships, all in pristine condition, floated like ghosts amidst the nebula clouds. "What is this?" Julek muttered under his breath, his eyes narrowing. He tapped his console, trying to get a better reading. The system had been abandoned for eons, a long-forgotten corner of space where even the most desperate scavengers rarely ventured. And yet, here it was, a fleet in perfect order, untouched by time. "This is no ordinary fleet, Captain," a voice crackled through the comms. It was Isaac, his lead engineer. "These ships, they're unlike anything we've ever seen. The technology, it's beyond anything we have." Julek's interest piqued. "What do you mean, beyond what we have?" Azat hesitated for a moment before responding. "I'm seeing energy signatures that shouldn't exist, Captain. The systems are still online, and these ships, they seem alive. I've never encountered such engineering before. It feels ancient but impossibly advanced." The captain frowned. "Ancient? That's impossible. No race has ever created something this advanced and then just vanished. Are you telling me this is human tech?" The mention of humans made the crew pause. The humans were a forgotten species, their history a dark tale of self-destruction that ended in their disappearance thousands of years ago. Julak's people had scoured every corner of space for any trace of them. They'd found nothing but myths and broken records. To most, humans were nothing but a footnote in galactic history. But now, these ships seemed to challenge everything. "I don't know what it is," Isaac responded, "but these ships seem to have once been human-made. And Captain, I think they're waiting for something." Julek's heart skipped a beat. Waiting for something. He stepped forward, his gaze fixed on the holographic map of the system. There were coordinates that didn't make sense, coordinates that led deep into the heart of the fleet's formation. "We're not alone here," Julek said, his voice now steady with purpose. "Send a team. We're boarding these ships." As his crew assembled, Julek couldn't shake the feeling that the ruins before them held more than just the remnants of a long-dead civilization. There was something here, something that had been hidden for centuries, and he was going to find it. The sound of boots on metal echoed through the corridors of the derelict ship as Julek and his crew boarded one of the massive vessels. The air was stale, and the lights flickered as though the ship had been dormant for eons. Yet the technology was pristine, almost too advanced for the time it should have existed. "These machines are timeless," Isaac muttered, his voice a mix of awe and confusion. "I don't know how to explain it. It's as if they were built by a civilization that saw beyond the limits of time itself." They reached the control room, and Julek's breath caught in his throat as he gazed at the command center. The bridge was unlike anything he had ever seen. It wasn't just a room full of instruments and monitors. It was alive. The walls pulsed with a soft blue glow, and the command seats were made of a material that felt organic yet indestructible. A low hum emanated from the ship, as if the vessel was breathing. Suddenly, the entire room lit up as a holographic figure appeared before them. It was a human, a being of flesh and bone, but its eyes glowed with an ethereal light. Julek froze. The human figure, or what remained of it, seemed to be frozen in time, yet somehow aware of their presence. "Welcome, travelers," the figure's voice resonated, its tone deep and powerful. "You have found the fleet of the ancients." Julek took a cautious step forward. "Who are you? What is this place?" "We were the last of humanity," the figure responded. "We foresaw the end of our time, and so we created a fleet that would survive long after us. We embedded within it the knowledge and power to transcend all limitations, to evolve beyond our mortal forms. But we were wrong. The universe was not ready for us. The hologram flickered as the figure's expression softened. The fleet you see before you was designed to protect humanity's legacy, to carry our essence beyond the stars. It is more than just a collection of ships. It is a living testament to our civilization, and now it belongs to you if you are worthy. Julik stood still, his mind racing. The humans had built this, and it was more advanced than anything his people had ever seen. He had expected to find scraps, remnants of a dead race, but what they had discovered was something far more dangerous, a power unlike any other. The fleet hummed again, and the walls shifted, revealing vast star maps that stretched beyond the known galaxy. Shulak could feel the weight of history pressing down on him. "Take it," the human figure's voice said one last time. "Use it wisely, for you carry the future of all that lives in your hands." As Julek looked at his crew, he realized this was no ordinary find. This was the key to the future, and perhaps the salvation or the destruction of their entire species. The ancient human fleet had waited for eons, and now it had chosen them. With a heavy heart, Julek made his decision. He would lead his people into a new era, one defined not by scavenging and survival, but by the mastery of the unimaginable technologies left behind. The scrappers would no longer be hunters. They would become the masters of the stars. The universe would tremble at the rise of humanity's forgotten legacy.